Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos de nuevo a Dimensión B. Mi nombre es Chris B. Y en este video me gustaría mencionar a 6 personas que están realmente despertando conciencias alrededor de todo el mundo. Estas personas son celebridades que muy posiblemente tú conozcas y hayas visto en alguna película o en la industria musical. Todos ellos atravesaron por un despertar y algunos de ellos a la espiritualidad, otros de ellos a los sistemas sociales de control y de cómo se mueve el mundo. La primera persona que quiero mencionarte es una celebridad de la industria del cine, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves ha estelarizado películas como Matrix, El día en que la Tierra se detuvo y más recientemente John Wick. Su visión de la realidad se encuentra alineada a la liberación, a la libertad, tal como se mostró metafóricamente en la película de Matrix, así como también en la película El día en que la Tierra se detuvo.
You know, if you love films, it has a huge impact on you. Now, there is a message in this, but you're not hitting us over the head with it. That's what I quite like. You know, you find out the message for yourself.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and you know, that message is very important. The Earth dies, you die. If you die, the Earth survives. I'm a friend of the Earth. The alien coming to Earth who becomes you know, almost more human than human in a way.
Are you a friend of the earth? Are you somebody that does all that?
I have a foundation that does some, you know, it's mostly directed towards, you know, healthcare and education, but it's done in the past some rainforest conservation.
Keanu centra su enfoque en crear filmes dirigidos hacia principios universales, tal cual se puede observar en la película Hombre de Tai Chi.
Classically, we think of the yin and the yang. For me, I could translate that somehow to like light and dark. The idea of balance, the idea of thoughtfulness, meditation. Oftentimes, I feel in the modern world we say yes to things for practical reasons, or seduced by things that lead us astray.
La segunda celebridad de la cual quiero hablarte es de Woody Harrelson. Es famoso gracias a películas como Asesinos por Naturaleza, Zombieland, Los Juegos del Hambre. Su mensaje fue claramente expuesto durante la filmación de un documental llamado Estas.
Massive changes are coming whether we like it or not. I'm not a politician. I'm not looking for your vote, so I can give it to you straight. This system cannot continue. We got into the habit of buying junk fast foods that have no actual food in them. We buy gallons of poisonous household cleaners when one degradable soft soap will do. Why? Because the advertising industry tells us to. They just want you to buy stuff. If a company pollutes the environment or uses bad business practices, if you don't buy their stuff, they will change. No company will continue a practice or a product that you, the consumer, will not buy. It's vitally important that you understand this because this gives you ultimate power to change the world you live in. By choosing to spend your money wisely, you can promote those companies that do business in a socially responsible way. The minute we start taking responsibility and spending our money wisely, every politician, every corporation, and leader around the world is going to know that we have woken up. And that is the most important point in this film.
Woody Harrelson pide al público que cuide el poder que tiene en sus manos, cuidarse como consumidor y pensar sabiamente a quién o a quienes está entregando su poder creador. Ok, la tercera celebridad de la cual quiero hablarte es más reconocida en el mundo de la música, popularmente conocida como Lady Gaga, pero su nombre real es Stefani Germanotta. Stephanie atravesó su metamorfosis, su despertar de conciencia, cuando múltiples empresas se beneficiaban y se enriquecían vendiendo su imagen.
Why is it that you want to quit music a couple years ago? Why am I unhappy? Okay, Stephanie Gaga, hybrid person. Really don't like selling these fragrances, perfumes. I don't like wasting my time spending days just shaking people's hands and smiling and taking selfies. It feels shallow to my existence. I have a lot more to offer than my image. I don't like being used to make people money. I've just become a money-making machine, and that my passion and my creativity take a back seat. That makes me unhappy. It feels sad when I'm overworked. This is the age that we live in. We're not actually communicating with each other. We are unconsciously communicating lies. I started to say, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm not taking that picture. I'm not going to that event. And slowly but surely I remembered who I am. When you look in the mirror and you're like, yes.
Su mensaje principal es aprender a decir no a todo aquello que no te haga sentir tú mismo o tú misma. La cuarta persona que quiero mencionar en este video, se ha hablado ya bastante de él. Su nombre es Jim Carrey. Ha participado en películas como lo son, por ejemplo, El número 23, Todopoderoso, Eterno resplandor de una mente sin recuerdos y sobre todo mi favorita, Truman Show. Con el tiempo fue ganando conocimiento de los principios universales que le ayudaron a manifestar su propia realidad. Llegó a la conclusión de que la única explicación de que la sociedad estuviera esclavizada, tanto mentalmente como en sus sistemas, era la existencia de una élite líder, los Illuminati, por lo que expuso a la élite Illuminati durante un show con Jimmy Kimmel.
We don't know. All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it. Talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on.
Extrañamente, después de su aparición en el show de Jimmy Kimmel, su novia falleció de un supuesto suicidio. Esto devastó a Carrey. Después de una larga ausencia, Jim Carrey reapareció de nuevo en el show de Jimmy Kimmel, esta vez mostrando mayor compostura que antes.
How's life? Everything good? You know, it's so beautiful. It really is, especially when I'm absent from it. I used to be a guy who was experiencing the world, and now I feel like the world and the universe experiencing a guy.
Y más tarde se supo de él gracias a un video que se hizo viral.
Yes.
What? There's no meaning to any of this.
They're
I mean, you
celebrating-
gotta admit it's completely meaningless.
Inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe in
icons, boy,
icons?
that is just the absolute lowest. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Here's the
Uplifting.
thing, it's not our world.
Jim Carrey expone, no es nuestro mundo. Se refiere a que no controlamos nuestros sistemas. También hizo referencia a clústeres de tetraedros alrededor de él. Él se refiere a la geometría sagrada de la energía humana que es representada por esta estrella tridimensional. Esta estrella ha recibido el nombre de Merkaba y ha sido mencionada múltiples veces desde puntos de perspectiva metafísicos y espirituales.
Know who
You're not
you've
here.
made happy, but
No.
there's a happy feeling
Just
here.
a cluster of tetrahedrons.
Still trying to figure this
But a
all
pleasant
out, man.
Pleasant one. It's a giant, field of consciousness dancing for itself. It's making itself happy, It's like one soul. That's how I feel.
La vida no la vivimos, simplemente está sucediendo. Es una danza energética, así que fluye con esta danza energética y disfruta de tu vida. Es el mensaje principal de Jim Carrey. La quinta celebridad de la cual quiero hablarte es Matt Damon, famoso por películas como Rescate en Marte, Interstellar y también El indomable Will Hunting. Matt Damon hace una fuerte crítica sobre la distribución de riqueza y de poder que existe en nuestro planeta.
I start from the supposition that the world is topsy-turvy, that things are all wrong, that the wrong people are in power, and the wrong people are out of power. Now, if you don't think, if you just listen to TV and read scholarly things, you actually begin to think that things are not so bad. But you have to get a little detached and then come back and look at the world. You're saying our problem is civil disobedience. That is not our problem. Our problem is civil obedience. Our problem is the numbers of people all over the world who have obeyed the dictates of the leaders of their government and have gone to war. And millions have been killed because of this obedience. We have to transcend these national boundaries in our thinking. We're going to need to go outside the law. To stop obeying the laws that demand killing, people in all countries need the spirit of disobedience to the state.
Invita al público a pensar por sí mismos, ya que muchas veces estamos bajo condicionamientos de lo que es legal y lo que es ilegal. Sin embargo, debemos diferenciar siempre lo que es correcto de lo que es incorrecto, incluso cuando lo incorrecto es legal, como la guerra. Pide al público que aprendan a cuestionar la autoridad. Y finalmente, la sexta celebridad de la cual quiero hablarte es definitivamente mi favorito. Su nombre es Russell Brand. Russell Brand es un comediante británico conocido por películas como Olvidando a Sarah, Arthur y La Era del Rock. A partir de que Russell Brand comenzó a practicar la meditación trascendental y el yoga, atravesó por un cambio, un giro de 180 grados en su vida. El mensaje de Russell Brand es sumamente espiritual y metafísico.
I think that one's reality is a result of your intention and your attention. I think if people have some sort of yearning or dissatisfaction or some itchy irritability, then it might be because they're not looking in the right direction. They should look within, and that within them there is a limitless, infinite capacity for bliss through connection to higher things. The more people have access to this vital information, the better society will be. What's all that information, Eddie, that when they have people meditating, crime drops, not just for the individual but for the community also, because of that interconnection.
My recovery is contingent upon a spiritual component. For me, what I've discovered is that transcendental meditation is useful to me because I am a human being and it is applicable to all human beings. And what's really good about that is literally everyone in this room is one. That all human beings on our planet are human and beings.
Russell Brand utiliza los principios universales y energéticos para explicar su transformación. Estas 6 personas comenzaron a difundir sus mensajes y están creando un efecto de bola de nieve que está generando un despertar de conciencia y despertar espiritual en las personas en este preciso momento. Esto ha sido todo por hoy. No olvides compartir este video, darnos un like, suscribirte a Dimensión B y nos vemos en un próximo video. Que estés muy bien. Hasta pronto.